أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Seek refuge to the Creator of universes from deceptions of Satan, who was rejected. In the name of the Creator of universes, the merciful, the compassionate. This is Sermon 33. First of all, 33 has nothing to do with 33 of Freemasons. I'm not going to talk about Freemasons. I have talked a little about them before. They are your enemy. There are other groups who are your enemy. Jew bankers, non-Jew bankers, all billionaires, government of Israel, government of America, government of England, governments of 190 countries who started this genocide plan, Jesuits, Pope, the faggot, Pope, the child murderer, child molester, and Vatican, the cave of Satan. You have a long list of enemies, including Freemasons. I'm not talking about any of them, but its number is 33, then in the next couple of weeks I will record 34 and 5. Go to vegan-org. On the bottom of the main page there is a social media page that is Telegram. Subjects related to current affairs and World War III. You are in the middle of World War III right now, or there. We have no other social media thing. Facebook of hell, Twitter of hell, Google of hell, YouTube of hell, all of them cancelled my accounts and deleted my files. The only one who hasn't deleted anything yet is Telegram. You are in the middle of World War III. Although this is a theological, philosophical sermon, I have to talk about this 2 minutes. The time that I am recording it. It is November 2022. In World War I, Jew bankers assigned government of this country to go that country. Government of this country go on people of that country. And made billions of dollars. And you all killed each other and dead, and they became richer. In World War II, the same. Government of this country killed those people. Government of that country killed these people. And that was World War II again, the same plan. They became billionaires, more, and you are dead. Millions. In World War III, that you are in the middle of it right now, they started it 2 years ago. They said, let's make a war that kill all of these people that we want without killing our own soldiers. This is assigned to kill people of its own country. That government is assigned to kill people of its own country. Every country's government is assigned to kill its own people. And that's how they are killing you. With scams and real genocide injection. You're in the middle of war. I talk about the right of government, no government, the right type of organizing affairs of people. No government, no tax. Destroy every government and burn their buildings. No, don't burn their buildings. Destroy the people, keep the buildings, use it for something else, for library, or I don't know, use it for animal shelter. I talk about communism, anarchy in the next sermon. Now, this sermon is about proofs of existence of God, proofs that claim God does not exist, and nullifying them. It means proving their nonsense is incorrect. They think it is not nonsense. 19 different types of semi-logical, illogical claims that God does not exist. I tell you exactly what they say and I say why it is incorrect. Proofs of existence of the creator of universes is in the Holy Book on Earth, the 6th book of Torah. It's in the website. PDF is free, read, 800 pages. Now, we go to number 1. It says, if you know the future, you have no free will. This is the premises 1. And then premises 2, God is omniscient, God knows everything, therefore God knows the future. Premises number 3, God has free will, therefore these are inconsistent. Because these are inconsistent, there does not exist. You see what they say? They say, if you know the future, you don't have free will. God knows the future, but He has free will. These are inconsistent, therefore God doesn't exist. It looks correct, but it's not correct logically, because premises are incorrect. Those dumb people who talk about this type of proof, they do not have any idea of free will is. I explain free will in the book. I tell you a little now. Free will for you as a peasant, as an insignificant, as a human, is different from free will for the universe's creator. In Holy Book on Earth, I explain what God is power of the vacuum energy. I explain what is God with physics. Billions and billions and billions and billions of terawatt power in every single square cubic millimeter of space-time in every direction. That is the creator of universes. It's something that I want to say something was Prabhupada was said. He was an idiot anyway, but this sentence is correct. He said, God and you are different. Qualitatively you are the same, quantitatively different. Because of your quantity, that is a small, you have very small power, quality of free will that you have is different from quality of free will that that guy has zillions and zillions and terawatts of power. So, free will for you is different from free will for God. First of all, you don't have free will. You have a small partial free will. You are here, you want to decide I go that way or that way. You decide, you go this way. From this point that you decide and I go this way until the next decision point, you don't have free will. Until the consequences of your decision shows itself. Now in the next decision point, you have 5 different paths. I go this way, this way, this way, or that way. You decide I go that way. At that point, your free will is locked until the next decision point, and so on. You have partial free will. And in every one of those points that you want to decide, there are thousands and millions of parameters in you. From what you have learned, from what you have experienced, from your knowledge, from physical quality that you have, from mental quality that you have, all of them together decide what you do, which one of those paths you decide. And this is for those people who are not under influence of Satan, or under influence of agents of Satan, or under influence of God directly. If Satan or his agents have some interest in you, in those decision points, they try to manipulate you with knowledge, with emotions, with whispering in your heart, to make this decision or that decision. So your free will is contaminated. Or if your decisions and your actions have some use for God in those points, or before, or after, God manipulates events so you make a certain decision that your actions are on the path of His plan. So if God doesn't influence you, if Satan and his agents doesn't influence your heart, listen to your heart, listen to your heart. You see, this is for the if either of them do not influence your actions, your previous knowledge, your physical state, your mental state, they determine what you make. So you have very small partial free will. But that was explanation of free will for insignificant, small, ant-sized humans. You are insignificant, nobody. Whole planet Earth with 7-8 billion pests are going to be wiped out by these demons of hell. Those intelligent people in other galaxies, they don't even care to say we don't care. You see how insignificant you are? Why? Because you are all corpse eaters, you are all dogs walking on two legs, you are primitive, barbarian. Corpse eater, you're dogs. You're a little more intelligent than dogs. Doesn't matter. These demons of hell, Fauci and government killed 10 of you, or 2 million of you, or 50 or 200 of you, or 7 billion of you by 2030. Doesn't matter how many of you dogs are killed, because you're barbarian. Intelligent entities in other planets, they look. We don't care. They don't even enough care to say, I don't care. The whole planet wiped out, who cares? 7 billion dogs were killed. You see why? Why this genocide is happening? It doesn't mean that you should not go and fight against them. Even if you are a corporate dog, you have the right to defend your life. But in the global view, doesn't matter. You are insignificant. You have no power. All of you together, you have no power. What about an individual who says, I have free will, I can decide, like stupid clown George Bush, I make decisions, I'm decision maker. That was a good joke. So humans have partial small free will because their power is small, nearly zero. But the creator of universes is different. Creator of universes, you call it God, you call it 2,000 different names that you have, doesn't matter. I'm talking about they create, not Satan. Satan says a lot of things that 99% of them are lie. I'm talking about the creator of universes. Satan is a small angel. Although he is very powerful, very intelligent. Your intelligence is maximum 200. His intelligence is 6 digit. Anyway, I'm talking about God, the creator of universes. Power changes the quality of free will. God says, إِذَا أَرَادَ أَنْ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونَ. That was Arabic. It means if I decide, and as soon as I decide, it is done. Immediately. How? How does that work? I've written a formula, mathematical formula for this verse of Word of God in a book. I don't talk about that now. Go and read the book. But I describe it how it works. You want to make a building. You find the investment, $100 million, multi-level building. You employ the engineer, you employ the designer, architect, all sorts of crew that you want, all sorts of contractors, subcontractors. It takes time. Money, finding that money, employing all of those people, and then month after month they go and buy the brick and put together and make a 30-level building, 33-level building for zones. They make a building. It takes time. Now, if instead of $100 million, $200 million, you could employ all of those teams and contractors twice. So instead of 2 years, it could be finished in 1 year. If you spend $300 million, it could be in 6 months. But there is a limit. You cannot put 10,000 workers together, they make a chaos and nothing happens. But logically, more money you spend, more teams you have, more workers you have, time goes on, you can do it faster. Mathematically, if you put unlimited amount of power, you can finish it in 1 second, 0 second. Unlimited amount of power, it means unlimited amount of money, mathematically, not practically. It will be done in fraction of a second. Unlimited amount of power, 0 second. This is how it works for God. So, God has unlimited power. As soon as I decide something, immediately it is done. Decision can be, I want to make him this planet, this solar system, this galaxy with 400 billion stars, each of them has 100 planets. Decide about it, think about it, plan for it. Why? Because he has unlimited amount of power. So his free will is different from your free will too. You are bound by consequences of your decisions. If this path that he is going reaches that point, but he wanted to reach that point, he changes the path immediately. He changes the reality. He changes the rules. He does change the formulas of that galaxy. He does change the constants of the universe in that universe. Therefore, if this path was going that way, but he wanted to go that way, he changes reality immediately. He changes the laws of physics. He changes the laws of universe. Instantly, it goes that way, and what he wants will happen. You see free will? He knows future because he does change the future. You cannot know the future, so you don't have power. He has unlimited power, and he knows the future. But it is what he decides it to be. If this path and future is going that way, he doesn't like it, immediately he changes the laws, goes that way. Therefore, future that was in his mind will happen. Did you get it? Power determines knowledge of future and quality of free will. He changes the rules. Instantly it happens, changes, future will change. So future that he knows will happen, always. So that is how quantity changes the quality. Power changes the nature of free will and changes the nature of knowledge of future. Therefore, all of those premises of that argument incorrect. When the premises are incorrect, conclusion is incorrect. This is irrelevant. Incorrect, logically incorrect. God says, I am fa'ala ma yurid, the one who do whatever he wants. Whatever I read, whatever I decide, whatever I will, I do it. And إذا أراد له كن فيكون. When I decide something, instant it is done. So he knows the future, because whatever future he wants it to be, he manipulates the events and rules of the universe, so it will happen. Now that was number one. Was refuted. This argument is incorrect, because what I said. Go to number two. Problem of evil. This is their argument. Oh, children are sick, they are in hospital. So what? Adults are sick too. Adults die, children die, everybody dies, everybody gets sick. Oh no, children in hospital, that is evil. Okay, prayer doesn't work. You pray, oh God, give me a Ferrari, oh God, a mansion, oh God, give me 700 concubines, like that guy, Solomon guy. Give me. You do sit there and prayer, nothing will happen. He gives you. Therefore, prayer is nonsense, prayer doesn't work. Children are in hospital, it's all evil. So what? Every one of these sentences is correct. One, prayer doesn't work. Cool. Two, children are in hospital, so what? Sick. Evil exists, so what? Yes, some demons of hell are torturing you with jab and killing you with jab, and then kill you in mass numbers, in large 5G beams. So what? Evil destroys others. These are statements that are correct, but they want to conclude of these statements that are correct that there is no God. What? Is irrelevant. Irrelevant, it has nothing to do with God. I tell you why every one of those statements are happening, or is not related to existence or non-existence of God. Suppose I say, this thing is an orange, this thing is an apple, this thing is a coffee mug, therefore that table doesn't exist. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. It's not even an argument. It's nonsense, meaningless. It's like that orange, apple, coffee mug, therefore table doesn't exist. What about the table? Therefore table does exist. Therefore that computer doesn't exist. So it's irrelevant. Now, problem of evil. Yes, there is evil. Demonic things, demonic spirit in this planet, destroying, creating pain and misery for you and for themselves. And that's how it is. The earth is a prison. Don't expect to be happy, joy in prison all the time. This is assigned as prison for stupid souls of the universe. They send them here to feel pain and learn by pain, because clever people don't need it. They think, then don't do wrong things so they don't feel pain. Dumb people just do it and they get a punch in the face. Do it again, another punch. Do it again, another punch. After 200 punches, they understand. Ah, I did that, therefore I got the punch. So it's better I don't do it. Oh, that's why evil exists here. This is designed to have evil, for stupid people to learn by pain. Pain and misery, dumb people. That's why. Children in hospital, they are suffering, everybody is suffering. So what? This is place of suffering, designed for that. Prayer doesn't work. Yeah, that's true, prayer doesn't work. God is not fictional Santa Claus that you make a list. I want this and this and this. Hey, you God guy, give me this stuff. Who the brick are you to tell God what to do and what gives you or what not? Prayer is shopping list free for Santa Claus. That's fictional, doesn't work. He looks at you. If you have done something for him, if he likes you, if you have a caring soul, then he might give you something or not. If you ask, if he does, he does. If he doesn't, doesn't. Who said that prayer will work? No. Nothing here is unconditional. Unconditional love is bullshit. Is nonsense. Is lie. There is not a thing as unconditional love. God's love for you is conditional. If you behave correctly, if you do what He said, and then you ask something, He will give you, maybe not. It depends on. If He gives you, it is good for you or not, you don't understand what is good for you, what is not. And it depends on, by this action, I'm giving you thing. Your paths and decisions and life will change. Instead of going this way, you might go that way. And this path and your future actions are consistent with my plans or not. If your life is consistent with plans of God, He might give you something and support you. If not, not only He doesn't give you zilch, but He sabotages your life so you don't get anything. He does that. He does manipulate things. So prayer doesn't work, don't count on it. You want something, go and work for it. You want money, go and work for it. Okay. So I refuted that, yes, all of those premises are correct, but it's irrelevant to God exists or not. God exists, there are proofs for it, go and read the proofs. I have written 7 proofs in the book. Now, God doesn't exist, proof number 3, claim number 3. Now it's what He says. Yet 1, there is no justice here. Premises number 2, there is no hope. We are all going to die, we are all going to live in misery. No justice, no hope. There is no meaning in life, there is no meaning in universe. These are premises. Therefore, God doesn't exist. Again, this argument is incorrect. Yes, there is no justice here. True, and nothing to do with God. This is the plan of God to put this garbage place, which is called earth, as a prison for dumb people and stupid people to feel pain and misery, to learn by pain and misery. That is by design. The earth is the lowest level of places of the universe. One level lower than earth is hell. It's very near hell. With things that you can see, it's absolutely maybe 1 step far from hell. And there is no justice. Yes, there is no justice. Courts are garbage. Lawyers are snakes of hell. Judges are snakes of hell. Justice system is injustice system in every country. That's how it is. Yes, that's true. Premises 1 is truth, but has nothing to do with God. There is no hope. Yes, there is no hope for you because you are dumb and stupid. You have no goal. Yeah, there is no hope for you. That's true. So what? Nothing to do with God. God exists or not. There is no hope. Therefore, this table doesn't exist. Yeah, it's irrelevant. There is no meaning. Yes, there is no meaning in your life. Go and kill yourself. You're atheist. You are dumb. Go and kill yourself. Better to conserve oxygen of the air. Yes, you have no hope. Your life has no meaning. Or change. Go and read the book, learn that there is a God. I have written the proof, 7 of them. Then He says there is hope. After this, if you do good stuff, I give you cookie. So there is hope of getting cookie. If you do bad stuff, I give you a slap. You will feel more pain. So do good stuff to get cookie. Hope. Justice, yes, there is no justice here. That's how it is. Fight for justice as much as you can. Fight for your life to live, because these demons of hell, Jew bankers, and governments who are there killing you, go and fight for justice. That gives meaning to your life. Fight. That will give meaning to your meaningless life. And hope, because you are doing good things. Fighting for justice is the best thing that you can do. You will have hope to get cookie after you're dead. But although these sentences that you said, premises are, every one of them is correct, but it's irrelevant to God exists or not. Again, there is justice or there is no justice. There is no orange in this basket. There is no justice, yes. There is no hope. There is no apple in this basket, yes. Life doesn't have many meaning. This basket is empty, yes. Your basket is empty, it's filled. Yes. Therefore, table doesn't exist. It is irrelevant, man. Why do you don't get it? It's irrelevant. God didn't make a contract with you that I will make fair justice, I will make you hopeful, I will give meaning to your life. No. He didn't write a contract. Show me the contract with signature of God. He said, I give you all of this stuff. He didn't. He said, these are my rules, 11 commandments. 11 commandments. I gave you 10 of them 3,000 years ago, and then number 11 I gave you recently. Number 11 is everybody should go vegan, or else we kill you all. 11 commandments, these are my rules. Follow them, you will have hope, you will create justice in this planet, your life will have meaning. You don't do any of these things, in this life we will kill you, and then we will send you to hell to suffer more and learn by more pain. That's the code that he said, follow my rules, get cookie. Don't follow my rules, get a slap. That's the rule. Okay, again, number 3, I show you it. Premise is correct, irrelevant to the conclusion. Number 4. They say Darwin evolution. You were amoeba and you will become I don't know, salamander or cockroach and mammals and then human and stuff. You know the Darwin evolution? Is that right? Or creation? God says, poof, Adam and Eve created. That's bullshit, he didn't do it that way. Or he designed something and designed the universe and created Adam and Eve and dogs and corpse eaters like you and dogs. Or good animals like sheep and chicken and birds. He designed it. Or he poof, everything he created. Or evolution, revolution, blah blah, what the heck. They say science, Darwin, Darwin is science, science is good, everything else is bad, therefore God doesn't exist, because science, because Darwin. When you think about it, you will see it is irrelevant. First of all, I'm not going to argue Darwin was correct or not. None of my business. Let them go and research and find out he was correct or not. I don't care. Creation didn't have poof. No. Those book of Genesis that said I did this in the first day, second day, third day, this doesn't mean a day 24 hours. In stages, he plans and he manifests. In galaxy scale, in universal scale. So, this Darwin is correct or not is irrelevant. If it is correct and creation happened that way, God created it. If Darwin was not correct and creation didn't happen that way, created happened that way, God created it. You see, we are talking about the creator of universes and laws of universes and processes. You go with your science study and find out what was the process. Whatever process you find, He created the process, he created the rules, he created the matter for it and created everything. You got it? It's irrelevant. Darwin correct or not, Muslims are stupid. They talk about this Darwin. Christians are stupid, Hindus are stupid, all of you religious people are dumb. You are not going to attack Darwin or defend Darwin. Doesn't matter. Why you don't get it? If the Darwin guy was correct, God created some Darwin. You go and research and see how was it. Was a different way, God created that different way. It's irrelevant to God exist or not. Okay, so number 4 is refuted too, because it's irrelevant to existence of creator or not.
This is number 5. Initially, I should tell you I am an authority in logic. I have passed these logic courses in university. Predicate logic, propositional logic, modal logic, temporal logic, and epistemic logic. And in all my physics degree in university, an engineering degree in university, and master degree of computer science in university, the one that I got A+ was epistemic logic, which is covering all of the rest, and additional logical formulas. These are logical languages, mathematical logical languages. My master degree thesis was teaching a robot epistemic logic. So he uses that logic formulas to do decision making in a factory part delivery for humans. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. Logic is a mathematical language. You have to write formulas and do reasoning and use tens of axioms and other formulas to make a decision and make a conclusion. And this guy, who has not done even the basic predicate logic, claims this: proving a negation cannot be done logically. Of course it cannot be done. And based on this, he said, therefore, blah, blah, therefore God doesn't exist. What a joke. This claim, the proof, is something that you want to pull your hair of observing stupidity. It shows somebody who doesn't know zilch wants to talk about something that he doesn't know anything about. He proves his ignorance by declaring this sentence: you cannot prove something doesn't exist logically. Your premises do not exist, therefore your conclusion is false. It's just irrelevant. It's just irrelevant. If you hear such a claim, and if you know logic, if you have passed any of them, if you have written even 1 page of logical formula to prove something, then you just laugh or you become angry. In my case, I become angry of the stupidity of this guy with this claim proof. No more description for this, number 5. Now, number 6. Claim is this: there are 30,000 different religions. Therefore, God doesn't exist. Oh God. We are not proving which religion is right and which one is wrong. That is orange. This is apple. They are different. That is one subject. This is another subject. Irrelevant. They are not related to each other. Every religion has 100 models, and each model has 100 inconsistencies inside. Because you humans are of low intelligence. What can we do? You cannot teach differential equations to a dog. Not doable. Book is consistent. Book of God. I'm not talking about Bible. I'm talking about two books, Quran and Holy Week on Earth, the last book of God that I brought for you in 2018 published. Book is consistent. Religions are not. Each religion has 200 models. Each model has 200 bullshit in it. Consistently bullshit religions are created with the stupidity of humans. Has nothing to do with God. Yes, your claim is correct. There are 30,000 religions. All of them are garbage. Yes, that's fine. But it is not related to God exists or not. It is like this. This claim, this reasoning is like this. I see 200 books in my table. All of them are crap. Therefore, that chair doesn't exist. It's irrelevant. There are bullshit in the books or not is irrelevant that that chair exists or not. Chair is a different entity. To prove that chair exists or to prove that chair doesn't exist, you have to have a proof, reasoning. Number 7. Bible has inconsistencies and Christianity has inconsistencies. Therefore, God doesn't exist. Another meaningless reasoning. Answer is this. Oh, I'm swearing. You get lost, idiot. Irrelevant. It is irrelevant. It makes me angry. I have to swear. It is irrelevant. Book is contaminated by Satan. Bible is contaminated by Satan. Bible contains words of God, contains word of Jesus, and contains bullshit crap from Satan. That is why he created the Catholic Church. Since 1700 years ago, every one of these popes are popes of Satan. Catholic Church is the cave of Satan. Jesuits are working for Satan. So they contaminated the book. They added a lot of crap to it. They removed a lot of things. There are 200 books that are not in it. There are 200 books they added to it. Content is contaminated by Satan to make it nonsense, to make it inconsistent. If you are a Christian and you believe in that book, you are so dumb. 1 billion dumb people are there. What can I do? Yes, those inconsistencies are correct, but it has nothing to do with God exists or not. It has to do with humans are dumb and satanic and easily be deceived by Satan, so they made a book that has inconsistencies and wrong and crap things in it. So what? The reasoning is again like this. I have 200 books on my table here. I said these 200 books are shit, therefore that chair doesn't exist. Chair is different from those books, yes. Whatever you say is correct about inconsistency of that book. It is not related to that chair exists or not. You need proof for it to exist or not. Number 8. A new invention of these bozos is astrotheology. All are aliens. Alien came here. Jesus was alien. Jesus will come with a spaceship or zodiac or astrology. The whole astrology is an invention of Satan. He misguided over 1 billion stupid Indians with astrology. I might make another sermon exactly about astrology and why it is satanic and it is fake and it is a scam and it is scientifically incorrect and it is logically bullshit. Now they are making a new thing with the astrotheology. This is what Lenin did. This is what Lenin recommended. And he is an enemy. He is a clever enemy. Lenin says, You go and find all sorts of religious stuff and describe it with science and then nullify it. Then that is how we destroy the religion. He was a good, clever enemy. Not good, he was demonic, but he was an enemy and clever. So astrology is the new invention of this type of dumb guys. Jesus' concept in ancient religion. Yet there was a mother and child in Mithraism, and there is a mother and child in Egypt, and blah 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 blah. Therefore, Jesus is nonsense. Now, with these two statements, astrology crap, Jesus' concept description of that with the Lenin style in ancient unprovable claims. Therefore, God doesn't exist. I want to go easy on them. Suppose astrology is correct and aliens and came here and made you, and suppose concept of Jesus is correct or not correct or whatever that you make. It is irrelevant to existence or non-existence of God. Do you get it? Logically irrelevant. Two different subjects. God is a creature, is an entity, is existence itself. I explained what God is, and then I wrote proofs of existence of God in the book, Holy Week on Earth. Get the book and read and learn. These two subjects are irrelevant. You make whatever theory that you want to make, astrology. Your theory is correct or not is irrelevant. Existence of entity that is called God needs proof. When you read the proof, you will understand how it works. Number 9. Misuse of religion. Humans have misused religion, misused caste system of Hindus and made slavery, misused Catholic satanic religion of Satan and killed 60 million people, misused Islam and killed people, misused Judaism and whatever it is, Christianity, Islam, Hindu, all sorts of religions are misused and killed people. This is the statement number 1 that they say. Absolutely correct. No. Castes of Hindu, they are satanic. Murders of Vatican, which is satanic. All statements are 100% correct. Now their conclusion. Therefore, God doesn't exist. This is BS. Irrelevant. You humans are dumb and stupid, and because you are stupid, Satan misguide you, so you misuse everything. Is not related to God exist or not exist. Answer. Humans are always accompanied by ignorance and injustice. Satan deceives them, deceives low intelligence people much easier, and ignorant people, and those people who drink alcohol, because alcohol is one of the best devices Satan invented for you. When you are under alcohol, he can deceive you much easier. And not he, Satan is too big to come and deceive you. He will send millions of agents that he has, spirits. They come and deceive you, especially when you drink alcohol. And stupid people. 50 billion sheeple are jabbed. Do you want more proof? 5 billion people are jabbed. They were deceived by TV and radio and newspapers, all agents of Satan, which is Jews. Jews own all of these media, Jew bankers. Yeah. You want more proof that humans are stupid and easily manipulated and deceived? Humans misuse everything. Science, religion, love, hate, everything. That's what humans do, because they are dumb. But all of premises are correct. Conclusion is irrelevant. Has nothing to do with God exists or not. God sent his book, Quran. God sent his book, Holy Week on Earth. God sent some part of Bible, not all of this book that you buy in the bookshop now. And you misuse all of it. And that's your fault, not God. But it is fault of God or fault of you. It's again irrelevant. It has nothing to do with the existence of something or not. Example of this nonsense, logically nonsense reasoning is this. I have a knife on my table. I have two guys here. One of them is a good guy, is a surgeon, will go and cut the cancer out of your body. Another is a bad guy. Take the knife and cut your heart and you die and take your money. Take your wallet. Huh? So this knife is used, sometimes misused. Therefore, that table in the corner of the room doesn't exist. You see how irrelevant it is? Something, A, is used or misused, it is misused. Therefore, B, something else, somewhere else, exists or doesn't exist. Number 10, soul exists. Soul doesn't exist. Brain is real, soul is fake. Soul is real, soul is not real, or whatever. Therefore, God exists, or God doesn't exist. Either way, irrelevant. We are talking about two different things. On my table, I have an orange and an apple. Now I start talking about the orange. Orange exists, orange doesn't exist, orange is like this, orange is like that, or it's not here at all, it doesn't exist at all. This is my premises, an argument. That needs proof or disproof, whatever it is irrelevant to our discussion now. Soul exists or not is a different thing related not to God exists or not. Apple exists or not is irrelevant to orange exists or not. These are two different things, different entities. Argument is nonsense. 11. Science against religion. Science good, religion bad. Science correct, religion incorrect. Whatever. Therefore God exists, or therefore God doesn't exist. Irrelevant. Religion, different religion, 30,000 different Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Jew, whatever nonsense that you have created are inconsistent, contaminated with words of Satan. They are misused. It has nothing to do with God exists or not. Science is misused, isn't it? With atomic power, you can make power station, make electricity, send it to your iPad and watch Netflix. It's a good thing for you, Netflix. Or you can make atomic bomb and kill all people of your neighborhood. Has nothing to do with atomic energy. Use it correct, use it incorrect. It's your fault. Science good, religion bad. Science bad, religion good. Or all irrelevant to something else exists or not. Some science is false, most religions are false. Either way, it is irrelevant. Why you don't get it? Why these people with those bow ties and professor of theology, professor of philosophy of University of Zerzer makes a video in YouTube for sheeple and talks these nonsense, irrelevant things, and they think they are clever and they made some argument. It's illogical. Number 12. The resurrection of Jesus is fake. The resurrection of everybody in the judgment day is fake. Therefore, God doesn't exist. Oh God. Answer. Jesus is real or fake is irrelevant. Its resurrection did happen or not is irrelevant. Jesus was killed on the cross or was not killed on the cross, or Scotty beamed us up. He was beamed up to the spaceship and disappeared. Whatever it was is irrelevant. These are talking about the orange. I'm talking about an apple. Two different things. Final resurrection is real or fake. You cannot prove or disprove it. You have to wait. It's in future. For you, it's in future. You cannot prove something in future will happen or not. Somebody said it will happen. Who is that somebody? God. The creator of all of this stuff said, I'm going to resurrect all of you and judge you. So you say it is false or fake or lie. How do you know that? It is next year. You have to wait until next year to see. Not really next year. I mean, it is in your future. Past, present, and future. For you is linear. For God is different. Time works differently. All happened already. I explained how time works in the Holy Week on earth with physics. Physics of year 2022. Physics of present time. How time works. Time for you human insignificant ants is linear. Time for God is different, works differently. All happened in the past, happening now, and happening in future, all happening at the same time. What does it mean? Go and read it in the book. So, for resurrection of everybody, you have to wait. You see it happens or not. Then you say it was fake or not. However, is resurrection is truth or false is irrelevant. Resurrection is a concept, is an apple. God exists or not is that chair, is that table, other side of the room. These are two different entities. Existence of that table and this apple is truth or false is two different things. Irrelevant. And Judgment Day. You are confused. You Christians are stupid and confused. You Muslims are stupid and confused. All of you, you don't know what Judgment Day is. Go and read the book. Go and read the Quran. Go and read your whatever is left of the Bible. There are three different models of resurrection. Three different models of Judgment Day. That's why you are confused. I explained what Judgment Day is clearly in the book. I repeated many times. I repeat again here. There are three different types of Judgment Day. That's why you are confused. Type 1 of Judgment Day. When you die, you will be judged. When I die, I will be judged. When anybody dies, he will be judged. And he will get either heaven or hell or reincarnation. One of these three options available after you are judged. After you die, you will be judged. You get a heaven, you get a hell, or you get reincarnation. Depends on 100 different parameters. That's one model. Another model is Judgment Day at the end of this system of things. Not end of the earth, not end of New World Order going to kill all of you. This is all earth. No, I'm talking about end of the whole creation of this membrane of existence with trillions of stars and planets in it. When the previous membrane, not the previous, when one membrane collapses, crashes to another membrane, a Big Bang happens. This is string theory. Physics of it I explained in the book, Holy Week on Earth. Go and read. Then all of the trillions of stars and planets and creation starts, and then membranes again crush each other and all will be destroyed, and again trillions and zillions and infinite number of times. At that time, when this system is wrapped up, every soul who was here will be resurrected and judged. That's model 2. And there is a model 3. Judgment Day model 3 is happening now. Judgment for unjust nations. God has destroyed Ad, Samud, Aike, Atlantis. Tens and tens of nations were destroyed to completely dust, completely out of existence, because they were unjust. At the moment, earth is unjust. One group of demons of hell are killing the other group of demons of hell. And then 7 billion of you will be killed and sent to hell because all of you are corpse eaters. Murderers, you bankers are corpse eaters. You murdered victims are corpse eaters. You are doing injustice to animals. All of you will be killed. And God said, and this is the third model of judgment day. The third model of judgment is for unjust nations. When an unjust nation is all destroyed and all die, they will be evaporated, disassembled. Your soul will not get heaven or hell or reincarnation, nothing. You will go to nothingness. You were so garbage and useless, you will not go to the furnace of hell for re-education. You will definitely not go to hell, and you are worthless to get any reincarnation. Nations who are destroyed in this type of judgment day, all humans will be disassembled, evaporated, go to nothingness. Because you are unjust. Now, these are three different types of judgment day. One of them is resurrection at the end time for everybody. For that you cannot prove it is fake or false or real. You have to wait. And Jesus was resurrected or not is irrelevant. Happened, I don't care. Didn't happen, I don't care. This subject is irrelevant to that table on the corner of the room exists or not. Number 13. This guy, Professor Zerzer of University of Zerzer with that bow tie in the YouTube talks about qualities of God. You dumbass, you cannot understand qualities of your own soul. You cannot understand qualities of that mosquito. What about God? Too big for your small head. Qualities of God. They prove it, disprove it, they talk about it, they say therefore God doesn't exist. You dumbass, you have no idea how to prove qualities of God are truth or false. You don't know. Because you haven't studied philosophy. You studied some weak philosophies in the West that are for children's play. Students of philosophy in East look at these arguments and books of philosophy, quotation, that you have, and look at it like children's homework. There was a guy, his name was Abu Ali Sina. Abu Ali Sina. He proved the existence of God. And then he sat there and proved logically, with philosophy and logic, every single quality of God. God is 1 or 2 or 200. Unity, compassionate, powerful. All quality of God that he has, he proved with logic. He had written 2 books. One of them, his name is Ghanun. One of them, his name is Shafa. Ghanun means law. Shafa means healing. And he made a funny things. Ghanun, which is law, is about health issues because he was a doctor, he was a physician. And Shafa, which is health, is about logic. And proofs of God is in that book. I don't know if these books are translated to English or not. And if it is translated, you dumbasses definitely haven't read them. Yeah, qualities of God one by one was proved. Another one book that is written in Arabic, Mullah Sadra. Mullah Sadra wrote proof of internal dynamic movement of matter. Logically. Before physics, before quantum physics. No, logically, with philosophy. You dumbasses in universities of Zerzer, you haven't seen these books. You haven't touched these books. I'm not sure even translated to English if you read them or not. Don't talk about qualities of God that you don't understand. Every one of them was proved by that guy 1,000 years ago. Get a book. If it is not in English, get the Arabic version. Pay some translator to sit there and translate for you and read and understand. 14. Somebody comes and make a claim and says universe has a mind, has a creator, and this proof that somebody made is weak logically, has loopholes logically in it, which is a proof, which is a bad proof, which is no proof. And then this guy comes and attacks that proof and said your proof is wrong because, that's fine, and said then, therefore, God doesn't exist. You idiot, you disproved the proof of that guy. You didn't disprove God exists or not. Do you get it? Yes, that proof was weak, it was wrong. Not wrong, it was weak, it was not a good proof. And you successfully nullified it. So what? You successfully nullified the bullshit that somebody made. It had nothing to do with God exists or not. You have to prove logically, with premises and reasoning and conclusion, that you can formulate every statement that you write, read formulas of logic, and then reasoning correctly, logically, that God doesn't exist. Such a thing does not exist. This is year 2022, November. Such a proof does not exist in history of this planet. Does not. You disprove the nonsense that somebody said, so what? Somebody said some nonsense and it was wrong. Good for you. Too clever you are. Irrelevant. Logically, your method, this method 14 is irrelevant. You refuted apple. Therefore, orange doesn't exist. So what? Irrelevant. Incorrect. Number 15. Christians say, believe, no reasoning, no proof. Just follow the other sheeple. You will be alright. This is what they say. I mean, the guy who wants to disprove God says that Christians say this. And that is correct. Christians are dumb. So what? They say do not use your brain, no evidence, no reasoning, no logic. None of this is required. Just believe. If you believe, you can move mountains. Yeah, I believe I cannot move a crystal of sugar on my table. Why? Because somebody said so. I saw in some movie somebody said, if you believe, you can do anything. No, you believe you can do zilch. So, the guy who wants to say God doesn't exist says that Christians say this nonsense. And he's right. They say this nonsense. They say a lot of nonsense. So what? Muslims say a lot of nonsense too. Jews are saying everything that they say is nonsense too. Hindus are made by nonsense. A tree which is created by filth is Hinduism. So what? What you say is truth. Now he wants to conclude, therefore God doesn't exist. No. Attacking Christians is irrelevant. Yes, they are of low intelligence. So what? And Hindus and Muslims, and definitely Satan worshipper Jews. Knowledge and belief are different. We say proof, reasoning, evidence. Anything that you say should have evidence and proof and reasoning, which is correct reasoning, and conclusion. When you come to any statement of belief, a statement of knowledge, we don't have any belief. We don't believe in anything. We believe in knowledge. Knowledge needs proof, reasoning, evidence, conclusion, logically. If you come to any statement through this path, that statement is knowledge. If you have knowledge, you are all right. If you have no knowledge, you are ignorant. If you have belief, you are an idiot, stupid, ignorant. We have proof of existence of the creator of universes with nth order modal logic and set theory. I didn't write it. Professor Fitting wrote it. Professor Fitting didn't invent it. Saint Anselm invented it without formulas. Professor Fitting, after several hundred years, wrote the formulas of it. Hegel worked on it. That's one of the proofs. That's the most complex one for those people who have brain. They can read those logic and formulas. He wrote a 200 pages book about it. And I have put the formulas in the Holy Beginner. I didn't write the whole book because you have to buy the book and read another 200 pages of logic. But you see how it looks. And we have 7 proofs of existence of God. We don't believe in anything, including God. A God that there is no proof for it, I don't believe. But I have written 7 proofs there. Knowledge, therefore it exists. 16. Religious people do evil. They kill people. Yes, they do. So what? Muslims killed Christians. Christians killed Muslims. Both of them killed Hindus. Hindus killed Muslims. Muslim, Christian, Christian, Hindu, Jew. Everybody kill each other. Atheists among everybody else. Doesn't matter you believe in anything or not, you believe in God or not, you are claiming you have any religion, you kill each other. That's what you do because you are dumb, criminal, garbage humans. So what? Therefore God doesn't exist. Irrelevant. We have a dog who is biting another dog. Yes, correct statements. Dogs bite dogs. Therefore, table in the corner of my room doesn't exist. Irrelevant. That's fault of dogs that they bite each other. Has nothing to do with God exists or not. Satan misguide you. That's what he's doing. That's his job. Satan is quality control officer of the system. Everybody who is dumb, who is stupid, who drinks alcohol, who is criminal and cruel and kill each other, is misguided by Satan. Partially their fault, partially because they listen to their heart, which is cave of Satan. Satan agents come and whisper in your heart. Anybody who said listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, is satanic. He is stupidly misguided by Satan. Do not listen to your heart or intuition. Think, make reasoning with evidence. If something comes out of it, follow. If something doesn't come out of it, don't follow. Heart is misguided by Satan's agent. That's the function of it. Religious people do evil. Non-religious people do evil. So what? Is irrelevant. Number 17. X% of philosophers says blah or says not blah. X% of philosophers says God exists. X% of philosophers says God doesn't exist. X% of scientists says God exists, or they say God doesn't exist. Therefore, God doesn't exist. Irrelevant. Who cares what the F this philosopher or that philosopher believes, or this scientist says, or that scientist says, believe. Quantity doesn't count. It doesn't matter 1,000 of them said that, or 1 million of them, or 5 billion of them. Stupid sheeple got the job because they were deceived. Doesn't matter they say they are scientists or philosopher or not. because some people say something, therefore that table exists or not. No. If you want to prove that table exists, you have to have evidence, proof, reasoning, conclusion, logically. If you have these things, you can prove that thing exists. Quantity of some people believe in something or not is absolutely irrelevant, nonsense, useless. 18. An ignorant religious creature made a proof like this. Constants of physics are whatever. Gravity, Planck constant, etc. They are tuned to a certain number, constants of physics. Therefore we are here and life exists. Therefore God exists. This reasoning is no proof, is nonsense. Now, some of these atheists come and attack that and said therefore God doesn't exist. No. Logically, the guy made a nonsense structure and you're attacking that nonsense structure. What you prove is this. Your nonsense structure is incorrect. It doesn't mean that God exists or not. Do you get it? This is how it works. Some idiot comes and makes a nonsense structure. You atheist bullshit dumbass come and attack that nonsense structure and say that is incorrect. Then do you say, therefore God doesn't exist. Your method is illogical. It means cannot be defended by reasoning. You are incorrect. Yes, what the guy says is incorrect. Someone shows that proof is incorrect, as there are billions of other places where constants of physics are different, therefore there is no life. So what? Either way. There are zillions of stars, zillions of planets, a lot of them constants of physics worked and there is no life. A lot of them constants of physics worked and there is life. There are other membranes. In this membrane, as I said, there are other membranes with different physics, with different constants of physics. In some of them there is life, in some of them there is no life. So what? Gonna study physics and learn this stuff, and then you learn something about where you are. So what? Life exists or not has nothing to do with God exists or not. Apple exists or not has nothing to do with orange exists or not. Do you get it? I am categorizing it and extracting this spaghetti so you know how it works. Number 19. Kant, Immanuel Kant guy, in the book Critique of Pure Reason. Have you read that? I bet not. Thick. Proved in that book that he cannot prove or disprove the existence of God. Answer. So what? He proved he's an idiot. You know, a big philosopher proved in a 500 pages book that he is an idiot. I don't know why. He was self-sabotaging his intelligence. He had some credibility as somebody who can think. He proved that he is an idiot in a 500 pages book. Read it, you will see. Don't take my word for it. Get that book and read it. Proofs are in Holy Vigonet. 7 different proofs. Go and read those proofs. That such an entity, which is creator of the universes, exists or not. What is it first? What is its nature? Which is power of vacuum energy. That's one of its aspects. Which is existence itself. It's another aspect. First read, I wrote for you, what is it, that thing? How is it created? It's not created. How is its internal matter, which is not made by matter? What is it? Then Read the proof that that thing exists. Oh God, what can we do? The stupid cannot be fixed. The stupid should be jabbed and die. The stupidity cannot be fixed. It's a hardware problem. You read something, you don't get it. Another example is Dr. Stevenson. Dr. Stevenson was an atheist. He was a dumb ass who didn't believe in anything. Somehow he found a job in Virginia Tech University and got a lot of finance and started several groups sent all over the world to verify claims of those people who say they are reincarnated. Initially, he said, I don't believe in reincarnation. And then he wanted to disprove it. And then went and examined this guy who says reincarnated, they examined his word. That guy who said this reincarnated, they examined his word. Hundreds of cases everywhere in different countries. It's costly, you have to send a couple of people with airplane and pay for their hotel and time and everything. So he got the money from Virginia Tech. And I read his 2 books. Finally, he published 2 books, 2 thick books. All of those findings are in that book. Every single one of those cases he disproved. He proved that this guy says bullshit, that guy says bullshit, that guy says bullshit. 200, I don't know how many, hundreds of cases. All of them, he said, we investigated and we are proving they are talking nonsense. There is no reincarnation. Right? Now, I am not proving there is incarnation or not in this sermon. There is. His method of reasoning was illogical. Because somebody says lie or 200 people tell lie doesn't mean that a statement is correct or not. That means that you prove 200 people are telling lie. That concept is exist or not, yes, it exists. I have it in Holy Week on Earth. Go and read. Now, first of all, Dr. Stevenson was a devoted enemy. With resources of Virginia Tech University, did all of those investigations and proved with his incorrect method in those books that reincarnation doesn't exist, right? And that's the story of Dr. Stevenson. He's dead in hell, is burning now. Now, another dumb group, which is Hare Krishna, that they believe in reincarnation, which is right. I mean, it's correct to believe in reincarnation because it's fact. But they want to prove their beliefs. They refer to book of Dr. Stevenson. You see how dumb it is? Hare Krishna, idiot, refer to book of Stevenson and said, therefore, reincarnation is correct. You dumbass, Hare Krishna. Dr. Stevenson proved that it does not exist. It is incorrect. Those people told lie. You cannot make a reference to his book. Because he spoke about reincarnation, therefore he might have said, he said it is correct. No, read his book. He is proving it is incorrect. You see, the stupid cannot be fixed. Hare Krishna cannot be fixed. Read the book of the guy. He is your enemy. He proved what you say is nonsense. You cannot make a reference to his book to prove reincarnation exists. His book proves reincarnation does not exist. Illogically, incorrectly, but that's what it is. So, this example was another example like that Kant guy. He proves that he cannot prove God exists. He proves that he cannot disprove God exists. Yes, you are an idiot. You proved that you have no knowledge. You cannot prove anything. So, it means you are dumb. Doesn't mean that there is God. Doesn't mean that there is no God. There is God, has proof. Go and read the proofs in Holy Week on Earth. If you have money, buy it. If I get $10 out of it, I buy rice for my birds. So far, I haven't received a cent because I'm not promoting selling it. Because I'm putting it there free. PDF of the book, 800 pages is there free. So, get the book, read, understand,